Good afternoon and welcome to the July 10th, 2017 meeting of the Orlando City Council. We're going to begin today's. Okay, Madam Clerk, if you would you read both 7 and 8, and then we'll have a briefing on what we're doing here as it relates to both of those.
Ordinance 2017-42, an ordinance of the City of Orlando, Florida relating to solicitation, amending the code of the City of Orlando, Florida as follows: amending section 36.20, incorporating exemptions, repealing section 43.86 entitled Panhandling and section 43.87 entitled Solicitation and Off-Premises Canvassing on Public Property in the Downtown Core District, amending section 43.88 providing for a definition of Downtown Core District, amending section 45.02 relating to off-premise canvassing, amending section 51.02 exempting First Amendment activity from registration requirements, repealing section 51.06 entitled Charitable Solicitations in the Public Right-of-Way, amending and renumbering sections 51.06-1 relating to definitions, aggressive solicitation and identification of solicitors, repealing section 51.07 entitled Article Not Applicable to Churches or Religious Societies under Certain Conditions, and renumbering section 51.08 entitled Penalty, providing for severability, codification, correction of scrivener's errors, and an effective date.
Move to approve.
Second.
Hold on, we're going to take those up individually, but I want Alex to come up and update us. These relate to our panhandling and solicitation, and there's been a number of federal court decisions that call into question whether the ordinances that we have on the book are good and effective at this point. So we've been studying other cities and what modifications they have made, and I think we've come up with a pretty good couple of companion ordinances. But Alex, could you take us through that?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor and members of the commission. If we could...
Can you turn his mic up?
If we could get the presentation up, please.
And then, Mayor, I think you were hoping to have both of the ordinances read. Did you get through just the first title?
Clerk, or read both of those?
I only read the first one.
Okay, read the second one so that the explanation will be about both.
Ordinance 2017-43, an ordinance of the City of Orlando, Florida relating to disorderly conduct, amending Chapter 43, Section 43.06 of the Code of the City of Orlando, Florida, making it unlawful to distribute to or receive materials from the occupant of a vehicle stopped at a traffic device, providing for severability, providing for codification, correction of scrivener's errors, and an effective date.
Okay, now, Alex, as to both of these,
Do you need a motion on that, Mayor?
I'm going to let him explain both of them, then I'll take motions
Okay, got it.
individually for both of them.
Okay.
Presentation.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. All right. Now we got the presentation up. So we've had the opportunity, and just let me give you a little bit of background. First about myself, obviously I serve currently as a police legal advisor, but prior to becoming that, I had the opportunity to serve as a city prosecutor. So I was really in the trenches and seeing every day with the solicitation and disorderly conduct in our cities and making sure that these ordinances are protecting the safety and well-being of both the citizens of our city who are being solicited as well as those doing the solicitation.
Old Bellamy, 456 West Oak Ridge. Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. I'm here on behalf of, first, with the presentation that was presented. I hear him, and I'm no knocking him, no disrespect at all. He said he did a lot of research on that, and this is what he came back. I think his research that he has done has been basically from the prosecution side of the table, and not actually from the solution side of the table as a mixture of the audience, because what's going to happen is everybody here is talking about the homeless situation, then we get to the public safety part with the children in the programs, but no one's not talking about what resources will be put in place for those students who are on these sports teams in the local community, who are not at the school level or at the church level, but they have community organizations that have traveling AAU teams. There's nonprofit organizations that's also based in the community. There's no one talking about the resources for them to get funding, but the funding will go to big corporations from the city of Orlando that's coming into the city, and it seems like everything's being adopted from outside of Orlando. As a city, is going to be an initiative that Orlando creates a model for other cities to look in on. The blue box theory remind me of where I spent 11 years and 9 months of my life in prison. Where you limit it to your movement, you limit it to the things you could do. And they're strategically placed in locations where there's not a lot of flow of traffic. So when you have individuals who are homeless who got to get money to pay for bed space and they can't get the money, you're going to send them to a crime matter of what? Stealing now, burglaries, or some type of drug transaction to now get funding to pay for the things that they need. It goes down to a bigger perspective of saying, what solutions holistically can he present with the, speaking with people who are homeless, speaking with grassroots organizations, and to tell a car that's traveling, pull over to a public place, where the public place, that car that's on the way to work or on the way to shopping or on the way to somewhere, going to pull over to give the young man or either fire department $1 or $2. These people are traveling, they're coming and going. But the thing is, safety definitely needs to be a measure. It maybe need to be where though when the children are out there, it's the adults that go to the median to retrieve it at their own risk or something. Not sending the children out there and then hold accountable the staff members accountable for sending the children out to the median because you're putting that child safety at risk. So we need to maybe twerk it to where as though it benefits the city public safety and also not deterring people from saying, I'm not doing a program because I relied on doing this, but now I'm at Bruton Boulevard and if there's no public place, it's all churches, it's all private property, homeowners. Where can you pull over at that's public property? There's nowhere. So the children are going to miss the opportunity to seek help. We go talk about the churches. The churches have services, they pass the tithe, they can do all that, but the local organizations do not have a facility to people to come in to actually do and host events like that. So I think it need to go back and come back with a little bit more fruitful on both sides of the table before anything is ruled upon about saying this is what it's going to be. Because now you're going to send officers on a mission, and some of these individuals do have mental issues, and they know they're sincerely hungry. They are sincerely hurting and they trying to seek something, and you have an officer just doing his job. So now you're putting an officer in a situation by confronting someone with a mental issue because why? He's just trying to get someone to get something to eat with. So it has to be a little bit more ironed out, a little more detail before we rule and make a suggestion saying this is what it is. Then to talk about how you're going to send out a letter to all organizations. There are some organizations who are not even listed in the Rolodex book that they might send out to. So they're going to miss the memo. Like I said, schools are not even in session. So we have to look at it, a holistic situation, and see what we can do. And I'm not sure what cities he looked at, but I can tell you 3 cities that I was on commission: Trenton, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Wilmington, Delaware, all the same situation of soliciting and panhandling, and you got to find which is which and who's the target audience and what is the repercussions at what level. Thank you.
Okay, Jose, you're the cleanup hitter. 42, is there a discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion indicate so by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, motion carries. Okay, ordinance 2017-43 has already been read. Is there a motion to
So moved.
approve?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ings, second by Commissioner Sheehan. I don't have any cards related to that. Discussion among commissioners. Hearing none, all in favor of the motion indicate so by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed? So the motion carries, and that concludes the official business of the Orlando City Council for today.